Hello, everyone, and welcome to season 3 of GSENC English. We missed you. So, this season, we are going to have some new types of episodes, and today is the first episode of You Say, We Say. In these episodes, we are going to take some very common expressions in Korean, and then we're going to try to give you a natural way to express those same ideas in English. But first, let's say hello to one of our new co-hosts.
네, 안녕하세요. 조직개발팀 윤선영 전임입니다. First, I want to thank Loten for inviting me as one of the co-hosts season 3. 네, 오늘은 로튼이 말한 대로 한국어로는 너무나도 자연스럽고 자주 쓰는 말인데 영어로는 딱히 어떻게 번역을 해야 될지 모를 때가 종종 있으셨죠? 그런 표현에 대해서 몇 가지 다뤄보도록 하겠습니다.
Okay, let's get into it. Okay, Rebecca, what's our topic for today?
Today we are gonna talk about food and eating.
Right. So, Rebecca, before starting a meal, what do you usually say?
Normally I say 잘 먹겠습니다 or 맛있게 드세요.
Right. And how about after finishing a meal?
When I finish a meal, I say 잘 먹었습니다.
Exactly. So, have you ever been in a situation where you were eating with a friend, a coworker, or maybe a client, and you wanted to say one of those things in English, but you weren't sure how?
Today, we are gonna let you know.
So, this is actually a little bit of a tricky one because, to be honest with you, I don't think there's an English expression that perfectly matches the expressions 잘 먹겠습니다, 잘 먹었습니다, or 맛있게 드세요. However, there are some expressions that you can use depending on the situation.
그러면 어떤 상황에 어떠한 영어 표현을 하면 되는지 조금 더 자세히 말해줄래요?
Sure, but let me ask you a question first. So, when would you normally say 잘 먹겠습니다?
보통 제가 밖에서 밥을 사 먹거나 혹은 다른 사람이 저를 초대해 줬을 때 그때 잘 먹겠습니다 하는 것 같아요. 하지만 제가 집에서 직접 요리를 했을 때는 잘 먹겠습니다라고는 하지 않아요.
Right. So, for that situation, I think in English, we would normally just say something nice about how the food looks or smells.
So, 예를 들면
So, for example, we might say, wow, that looks really great. Or, wow, it smells so good. Wow, that looks really great. Wow, it smells so good. Okay, in what kind of situation do you normally say 맛있게 드세요?
보통 제가 직접 요리를 해서 다른 사람을 초대하거나 아니면 제가 주로 밥을 살 때 그럴 때 쓰는 것 같아요.
레베카 씨는 식사 준비를 자주 하세요?
Unfortunately, no. 저는 요리에 소질이 없어요. 요리 똥손이라고 하죠.
그렇군요. So in that kind of situation, I think we would normally say something like dig in or maybe let's eat. Dig in. Let's eat. But there isn't really a fixed expression that we always say.
Yeah, I think that for all of this situation, English doesn't have a fixed expression that everyone always uses.
Exactly right. So, unless it's like a special occasion, I think we would probably say,
Nothing?
yeah, nothing.
네, 맞아요. 영어로는 주로 특별한 날, 예를 들어 뭐 생일이라던가 아니면 크리스마스, 회사에서는 뭐 송년회, 송별회 등 여러 사람이 모여서 맛있는 걸 나눠 먹을 때만 쓰는 것 같더라고요.
Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, for our last expression, 잘 먹었습니다. When do people use that expression?
Of course, we use it after the meal, usually if you didn't prepare the meal.
Right. So in that case, I think people would normally say something nice about the food again. Something like, thank you so much. That was really great. Or maybe, thanks so much. That was amazing. Thank you so much. That was really great. Thanks so much. That was amazing. The big thing is thanking the host or the person who paid for the meal.
네, 맞아요. 열심히 요리를 해준 사람이나 밥을 사준 사람한테는 고마운 마음을 전달하면 좋죠. Then what about for like just eating in the cafeteria or something like that? What would you say?
That's a great question. So I think normally in that situation, I actually wouldn't say anything most of the time. Of course, if the food looks, really great that day, then I might say like, "Oh wow, this looks really great," or "The food looks amazing," or something like that. But normally, I think I wouldn't say anything.
Then I have a question.
hmm
There is one expression that I learned a long time ago. Help yourself. When can I use this expression?
Okay, that's a great question, and I hear that expression a lot. So actually, I think people only use that expression normally in a very specific kind of situation. So I would say, help yourself if I was the host of a large dinner party or maybe a big family meal like Thanksgiving or something like that, and there was a lot of food on the table, and people were kind of waiting for the meal to start. And I wanted to tell everyone, okay, you can feel free to take any of the food that you want and start your meal now. In that case, I would say, help yourself. Help yourself.
오케이, so 오늘의 메인 테이크어웨이는 바로 한국에는 식사하기 전이나 식사하고 나서 거의 매번 쓰는 상용 문구가 있는 반면 영어에는 딱히 특별히 정해져 있는 문구가 없고 상황마다 다르다는 거네요.
That's exactly right. So I think the best thing to do is if you're going to a meal and there is a host, then it's a good idea to say something nice about the food, that it looks great or smells great, something like that. And then if you are the host, you can say something like, let's eat, or dig in, or maybe help yourself, or even sometimes the French bon appetit. But in many situations, especially if there is no host, you don't really need to say anything. And then after the meal, again, if there's a host, it's a good idea to say thank you and to compliment the food. And then again, if there is no host, you probably don't need to say anything.
Alright, well, we hope you learned something useful in this You Say, We Say episode, and we hope you feel more confident about what to say when dining with English speakers.
Yep. And please let us know in the comments if there's something else that you would like to know how to say in English, and maybe we'll make a future episode about it.
수고하셨습니다.
Bye!
Bye. Wait! 수고하셨습니다. I think that is a good idea for next episode. 다음번 에피소드 꼭 봐주세요.